We're here live in the studio with Strap Loaf, Strap Up Entertainment, CEO and founder. Sir, how are you today?
I'm all right, man. I'm thankful for having me here, though. I appreciate it.
Not a problem. So, where are you from? Tell everybody where you're from.
Well, you know what I mean? I'm from Philly, Pennsylvania, Frankfurt location, Northeast, Frankfurt, it's broken up. You know how Philly broken up. I'm from Frankfurt, I'm from Frankfurt,
It's a big hip-hop town.
Yeah. I mean, listen, we had some big groups coming out of Frankfurt. We had Red Brick Syndicate, SOB, we had a lot of talent coming out of Frankfurt.
Do you think where you're from has influenced the way you sound as an artist?
Simple fact, we are from Frankfurt, so we got a different swag about us, different way we walk, we talk, we dress. You can see, when you see me, I'm from Frankfurt.
Okay.
You know how everybody got a different swag, different look about them. So definitely.
So all those artists that you mentioned from Philly, from your area, everybody's got their own sound. What makes you different? How is your sound unique from theirs?
I mean, to be totally honest, we real. We not frauds, fakes. We real. We real. We live out what we rap about. You know what I mean? Ain't no facade. This is how we is. When I say we get drunk, we get drunk. When we say we in the stew. You know what I mean? Or we everywhere. Baltimore, New York, Jersey, South Carolina. We there. We been there. You mean?
Okay, so you're not just local, you're kind of regional as far as...
I'm trying to spread my wings, like I said, shout out to Columbia, South Carolina, we've been down there, Baltimore, New York, shout out to Miss Lady and everybody down there, so, we growing.
Okay. So, as far as your sound goes, who do you think some of your biggest influences are?
The crazy thing about one of my biggest influences through this rap thing is my man DZ. DZ inspired me to be a better rapper, But like I said, I'm an 80s baby, so obviously, the Jay-Z's of the world, Biggies, the Cameron, the Dipset movement, things of that nature. Them type of people, Steady B's and all the good acts out of Philly,
So you mentioned somebody in your group that's inspiring you, so you guys kind of inspire each other as well?
Yeah. You only as good as your circle. You only good as your team, There's no I ain't team, Michael Jordan ain't help. So,
that's debatable.
Yes.
Let's not get into that. So who do you listen to now?
Besides, Villenz, and my strapupordie music, the Rick Ross's, the MMG movie, shout out to Meek, he doing this thing. I'm still a Dipset fan. I'm on and off on Jay. So, on and off, So, Drake doing this thing. Shout out to everybody, over Young Money. So, gotta be diverse.
I get it. So, when you first started out, what really inspired you to get into this?
Well, to be totally honest, it's something like it's a love for it. It's a love for it. It's nothing really to make you want to do it. You gotta have a love and passion for it. Just seeing them. Like I said, I'm from the '80s. The Wu-Tangs. And seeing how they were so diverse and they made music that you like. They made stuff that made you feel good. Made you feel like when they said something or spit a verse or drop an album, it made you feel like you was in, Shaolin. It made you feel like you was in studio with them. And that's the type of music I try to make. And I try to do. When you hear me do a freestyle, hear me produce a song, hear me write a hook, I want you to feel like, yo, I was there with them. So
okay. Yeah, and I guess that's something that you would consider separates you from most other artists.
Mm-hmm. And a lot of people chase money. I'm not chasing money.
Okay. That's a big thing.
I'm not chasing money. I'm not gonna say I'm Scrooge McDuck, but I ain't Pookie neither. So So money don't move me.
So is that how you feel about the hip hop scene in general right now in Philly, or just the mainstream?
Mainstream. It's to a point people chasing money. You chase money, you're never gonna catch it.
Paint me a picture of the local hip hop scene where you're coming from.
Like right now, we more so of the hungry artists.
Okay.
We hungry out here. We hungry out here. So, we not chasing money. Like we already got what people perceive as having it, like cars, jewelry, and houses. We got that. So
okay.
So we basically about respect and making good music. Just making good music that you feel.
Contribute to the the bank of music as a whole. Bring the whole thing up.
Yes,
so to speak.
yes. Like, you know, we just not gimmick rappers, and that's what's wrong with hip hop now.
And is that something that you sort of expressed in your last album? Talk about your last album too a little bit.
Well, I just dropped the mixtape, you know, Married with Children, Black Album, the Chronicles. You know what I mean? So we did that mixtape. Then, you know, prior to that, we had It's Not a Game by the Villains. You know, I host my man rdot mixtape. It's not a not his game. Hip Hop Savior, and Inauguration. I produced a couple songs on that album, and like we working, like, you know, just like I said, when I say, you know, the villain life we had, the life we have, is authentic. I mean, you know, from, you know, my man Mally Millions, you know, my man Bloodshed, you know what I mean, from his side of what he does in his life to a whole different side to my man Malk, you know, and what he do on a day-to-day basis, you know, how he lives, you know what I mean? So it's a diverse, like, you'll like our album, but you'll never get the same product. I mean, so it's unique. It's unique.
So that's about everything you've done, but what about upcoming plans? What's new in Strap Up Entertainment?
Well, we got the clothing line coming, you know, strapupordie. I mean, we got that clothing line, hoodies, apparel, and things of that nature. My man rdot is back in the stew. You know what I mean? Then I got my artists, Reese the Hustler, Ace, Fontaine, you know, Bug. You know, we got to bring that out. Bring that Strap Up Entertainment album out, you know, like a mixtape, you know, or album, both. You know, shows, you know, like, we just, you know what I mean, like, right now we back in the stew. Like, for a minute we was out there, like, we was, like I said, New York, South Carolina, Baltimore, we was out there. So right now we back in the stew cooking. We back in the stew cooking. You know, I'm cooking that stuff y'all like to hear. You know what I mean? So we in there, we brewing a pot right now. So it's back to these shows so you can start seeing me. And check us out on VillenzTV, /YouTube. So our last video we just did went 10,000 views within 2 days. So
wow, good numbers.
Yeah.
So you guys are doing pretty well. Is there any advice that you give to a young, inspiring artist?
Stay real. Don't chase bread. Don't chase money. You never gonna prosper by chasing money. And I stress that a lot in life. Period. You know what I mean? You just stay to yourself. You know, nothing worth having, not worth working for. You know what I mean? You know, you might not get it right away. Just keep the grind. Keep the grind, and love what you do. Put pride in the music you put out. I mean, put pride into it. You know, your body of work. You know what I mean? Don't look for that quick hit.
Yeah.
Build a foundation.
That's great advice. Thanks a lot. It's great having you. And if you'd like to give a shout out, we're almost out of time. Give a quick shout out.
Shout out to my villains folks. You know what I mean? rdot, Mouthful Raw, HEZ, Bloodshed, Hover the God. You know what I mean? My man Reese the Hustler, Ace. Who else? I don't want to miss nobody out. The whole strap with Tom movement. Everybody. Yo, HEZ, I see you. You know what I mean? Oh, shout out to my GTC folks. I mean, I'm glad to be here, man. I'm thankful for giving us a format or a stage to get our music out there.
Not a problem, and it's been great having you. Hopefully we'll have you back soon.